Hey everyone, as I told you in my last video, I've been working on some kind of VTuber software in Godot. This is just for my own use currently, as it doesn't work like existing software. For example, I don't want to have any camera tracking in my software, so I decided to control the movement of the head with my mouse. But one thing after the other. I first needed to figure out how to permanently overlay an application over every other window, without any visible window frame. Luckily, this can be done in Godot 4. Most necessary options for that can be found in the project settings. However, it turns out making the window transparent is one thing, but the viewport inside the window needs to be transparent as well. So for that, I used the following line: getTree root transparentBG equals true. With that, I'm able to display a 3D model in an invisible window. All that's left to do is to make the model react to the mouse movement. This was easy to implement. Godot already has a method for converting the screen position of the mouse to a world position inside the application. To my surprise, this even works properly if the mouse is outside of the actual application window. To get my projected mouse position, I just needed to call project position from my camera. 10 in this case is just an arbitrary z value for the projected mouse position. I chose this value based on where my 3D model is on the z-axis and how it should follow the mouse movement. With look at, the model's head rotates towards the mouse. I want to use the avatar in tutorials and other video formats. Most of the time I highlight something specific on screen with the mouse in the recording. So following the mouse seems like a good fit to have some easy to control believable movement in the model as well. This makes it feel more natural, as it seems like the model is actually talking about whatever my mouse is currently highlighting. The rest is honestly just fine-tuning and adding subtle features. For example, clamping the rotation of the head, or adding blinking to the character. Spoiler! This is not me blinking in real life. This is just a randomized timer. In the end, an animation gets played that just scales those two eyes accordingly to make it look like blinking. The last thing worth mentioning is how I trigger this surprised look or special animations in general. Of course, when I'm working in a different window, all keyboard and mouse inputs go to that window. They don't go to the avatar window. Because of this, the avatar window can't react to input from those devices. Even if it worked, once I type some form of code, I might trigger animations I don't want to trigger. The solution to that is pretty straightforward. Instead of catching keyboard and mouse click input, I'm catching gamepad input. This still works even if the focus is on another window. And as long as I'm not using the gamepad for that other window, I can easily control when to trigger different animations. The gamepad has just enough buttons to support a range of different emotions, which I'll implement over the course of this year. And that's all there is to it. Because this is not a general purpose software supporting many different models and animations, I got it all done in a couple of hours over 2 days. Well, now you know how to make this on your own if you want to. That's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.